Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a very long time. I'm gonna do, sorry, I'm gonna, I want to sit down, do this properly, and just explain to you what's going to happen and what I want to do with this channel pretty much. I'm very excited to be back. I've been wanting, don't get me wrong, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but I never thought the time was good. But I knew that I wasn't ready, that I knew that if I actually came back, I would just like come back for like 2 or 3 videos, and then I would just give up again because I wasn't fully there and I wasn't fully motivated to actually just go through this plan. And like I've said before, like that's totally fine. You can just leave it alone for like maybe a year or two, and then as long as you come back to what you want to, and if you know that that's not what you want, then just let it go. And so I did a lot of thinking, and I was like, you know what, like this is what I want to do, like not necessarily the way that I was doing it, because my thinking and just my way of being has changed throughout like this year that I've been off. uh I I totally feel like it's gonna be different, and I'm just gonna feel a little bit different. The video's gonna feel a little bit different. It's gonna be more raw, more me. I want to put out what I want to attract in the world. There we go. Um, I look very rough right now because it's Monday. I don't have any makeup on. I have a couple pimples going on right now. Yeah, so let's just get to the video and make myself look a little bit more awake and more okay-ish. And yeah, let's get to talking. I'm going to be using this palette right here. I've been tempted to like go into this palette a lot lately. It's the Live in Color palette, the Pride palette. I'm gonna act like as if I was gonna go like out and like party. So, oh shit, I can't do that because I don't have my sunscreen with me. Okay, let's pretend this is sunscreen, okay? I'm gonna put aloe vera as a moisturizer, and let's just pretend this is my sunscreen, okay? Okay, so where do I start? Okay, so why I haven't like really been on here, it's just because I go through transition periods really, like not really often, but like they're common in my life. And it's just it's a period of anxiety and questioning and just maybe depression once in a while. And it just pretty much consists of me making a transition from who I was to who I am, present. Just pretty much who I want to be. And that's very important for me because I actually like to be in control of things that I can control. And being who I am is something that I can control because I choose who I want to be. And I take this period of time very seriously and just very personal. And I push people away, and sometimes it's not good and sometimes it is good, because sometimes those people are causing confliction within my life, and it's not that type of confliction where it's like I need this, to make me grow. It's confliction that I don't want and I don't need to grow. Certain things that you can learn without putting yourself through such a bad and horrible battle, and people don't tell you that enough. People tell you that every battle you you learn something, but not every battle is worth fighting for. And so in that case for me, it was like people around me and stuff like that. And so I was just like, you know what, let me just take this time. And I thought it was going to be like a month or two maybe. Totally not. But start with my eyes like I always do. Pretty much from September 2018 to 2019, which was this year, I was going through a lot of like commotion in life, and it's weird. It's like, I don't know, like it starts with just me having anxiety over life and stuff like that, but then I'm like, no, this is me changing a little bit. And the reason why I get like anxiety and stuff like that is because I don't like change. and it's really hard for me to accept change when it comes, which I'm working on, but it still freaks me out and it still feels like I'm losing control over everything, and it's just, you know, mentally exhausting. And with my anxiety and depression and all that, it just makes it worse, because for me it's like I overthink a lot of things. It just makes it 10 times worse for me. Even if you're like the outside people are like, no, you just need to do this. It's like, no, for me, it's more than that. I overthink stuff, and if it's something small, like I make it bigger because I know it, especially when it's important. Like it, right now, and it's settled down. I don't know what I want. Should I do a sunset or like a pink, orangey, or a pink purple? I'm gonna use this row right here, all the pinks, and then a little bit of purple in there. Look this way so you can see. But I pretty much stopped talking to many people and started talking to a few more, like different people, not like a lot, but you know, because I'm an antisocial little piece of poop. No, but seriously, I am very antisocial. Again, something that I've been wanting to work on, but it's really hard to get out of your shell. Like I've been changing a lot, and so like I knew that if I came back too early, like it would just stop because of me like freaking out every 24 hours. um and so I was like, no, I'm not ready yet. Like, you know, one of the main things that I've noticed and what I've taught myself is to like know when I'm ready and when I'm not, because then if I go when I'm not, it just makes me feel worse. You know, I make myself feel worse because I push myself too much, and sometimes I'm really not ready. People need to like understand that you're not ready sometimes, and it's not like, oh, I boy, you know, like whatever happens happens. No, it's like sometimes you need to be ready for things, and sometimes you just get lucky with it and you're like, okay, you know, everything's good. But I've been teaching myself that, you know, sometimes you just gotta wait. That was really good. I can't top that. What else? Oh, about people around me. Yeah, like I said, I stopped talking to a few people, and you know, it's really hard not to feel like you're the evil person because you no longer want them in your life, and people make you feel like shit because of it. It's like people are so used to forgiving each other, and don't get me wrong, forgiveness is key sometimes, but sometimes you don't have to forgive to move on. And I've made my peace with that, you know. I understand that and I feel that to the heart. I'm not holding any grudges. I'm not like, it's really hard to understand. Like if I think about it, it still hurts, but like it's not gonna dictate what I do with my life. Like I've given it the importance that it deserved when it happened, and I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to prioritize that in my life right now because it does not affect me like presently right now. Like right now, like it, you know, whatever. I've learned to be okay with things that are not okay. Oh, I'm full of like wisdom right now. Um, but yeah, honestly, like you guys, if you ever have like something that you don't know how to fix, just move on. Like somehow, some way, you don't necessarily have to fix everything in order to move on. And me as a control freak, it was really hard for me, but I finally realized that it's okay. You know, just somehow move on with your life. It's different for many people, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what to do or how to do it, but it's doable, and you can say or think whatever you want to think, but at the end of the day, that's what keeps me going, and I'm okay. Okay, so I don't want to sound all like weird and mean and stuff and prideful in the last clip, so I just wanted to clarify that I don't mean that I will never forgive. I mean, eventually I'll get to a point where I would want to forgive, but I feel like I owe it to myself especially in the situation I was in, you know, to be mad at that person or people, you know. And just like, you know, whenever I'm ready, keyword ready, like, you know, forgive. I feel like people feel so entitled to be forgiven so quickly that it's like, no, if you messed up big time, it's like you did upset someone and that person might be mad at you for a very long time, and that's okay because you didn't mess up, you didn't do anything mild, you did something really bad, you know. It's just, you know, I think people like should just be given that time to think about it and be like, do I want to forgive them now or later, or am I ready to forgive or I'm not ready to forgive, and not make them feel like a villain or a bad person, you know, because, you know, especially when it's something really bad. But that's what I meant. Honestly, I'm very proud of how like I've changed mentally. Physically, I'm still me. I don't know. I can't talk today. I think the fact that I started writing, because I've started writing, one of my friends influenced me. You know who you are, and I love you very much. It allows me to express myself a little bit like more. I love expressing myself like a lot, even though sometimes I don't know how to. And writing allows you to like put your thoughts into words, and it's so great. So if you ever like, if you suffer of anxiety and stuff like that, like I really recommend you to like just start writing and stuff, because it really allows you to learn how to put your thoughts into words. And sometimes that's all we need, because sometimes we want to talk to people but we don't necessarily like know what to say or how we feel, because we don't know how to put it into words, especially when you're talking to someone that hasn't been through what we've been through or doesn't understand how we think and how our brain works. Okay, so my channel, I've changed what I want in life and what I want to put out in the world. Like I said, I'm gonna make a little change to this channel. I'm gonna add 2 new sections, which I'll talk about later on. I keep saying that, and you guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck, bitch?" Bit of time like allowed me to like sit down with myself and be like, "Hey, this is what you wanted in life. Is that still what you want? This is what you're going for. Like, this is not you, you know, kind of thing." And that's what happened. That's what happened a lot during this time. What I wanted at the end of the day wasn't what I needed, and I was just letting myself be influenced by other people, which isn't like, oh my god, bad. I started noticing that I was being led by the wrong things, and what I wanted out of life wasn't realistic, and it's not what I should have been going towards to. I started comparing myself a lot to other people, and I was like, I want to get to their level, but like, you have to understand that. Again, I either don't finish my thoughts or I don't make sense. Sorry. It's just like something that you don't really notice until you're like not satisfied with anything you do. And it's like, no, everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing right now, and it's okay. People have to build up to their potential, and that's totally fine. Our society is so like used to having people be like, either you know it or you don't, and it's like, it's okay not to know it right now, you know, or it's okay to not have the things other people have at your age, and everyone has their own pace they're gonna go in, and you should learn to like accept that. And I have like, I'm like, you know what, I'm 22. I have things that other people don't have at this age, and they're small things, but to the other people who don't have it, it's like they wish they had that, you know. And there's things that I don't have that other people have, and you know what, like, that's totally fine. This is me. Either you take it or you leave it, you know. Like, this year, this transition period has been the best thing that has happened to me, yet the worst, because it was really bad. Like, my perspective towards life changed a lot, and what I want to do and what I want and what I want to focus on. And you know, I asked myself at the end of the day, like every time, like not every time because then it's just depressing, but like if I were to be gone, besides the connections that I made with like people like who are my friends and my family, if I was gone, just tomorrow, would the world overall like be affected by it, or would it not? Like, I was like, no, I really don't think so, because I haven't done much with my life. And I'm like, and for me it's always been about like helping others. And if you come to me, like I will listen to you. Like, it's something that people don't do a lot nowadays. Like, people just want to talk and talk and talk, but like sometimes you just gotta shut up and listen. And I feel like that's my way of helping. But me, like, I want to do something a little bit more up there. I was like, I want to do something about it, and I'm not just gonna feel, I don't want to feel like this, so I'm not gonna feel like this, so what am I gonna do? And then my YouTube channel came to mind, and so I was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Like, are we gonna continue this? There was a point where I was just like, I'm not going back, like I don't want to do this, because it's like I don't know where it's going. Like, okay, I'm like, no más la mitad. I came to a conclusion that using my channel, not quitting it, would be a good media, or like a good source, good tool to like maybe like use to my advantage. And so I was like, okay, let's do this. So I was thinking about making another channel, and start from scratch. Honestly, I still don't know. I'm probably gonna be editing this video and probably like thinking about it at the same time. So this leads to one of the two things that I want to talk about, and that's my first section that I'm gonna add to this channel, which is me talking to you about like my mental struggles, my just my overall like situation with anxiety, and a little bit of a backstory. Just it's just pretty much a way for me to cope with daily stuff, maybe daily or maybe weekly, monthly, I don't know. Anxiety doesn't give me a schedule ahead of time, so we're just gonna have to go with its schedule and with my life schedule. But it's gonna be my journey, and it's gonna be the way that I cope with it, and maybe it'll help me out, maybe it'll help out other people. I don't have a layout yet, but I do have that idea that's in my mind, and I'm gonna start planning it and just go with it, and if it takes me somewhere, if it takes me to someone who needs it, that's fantastic. And then my second thing that I want to talk about, I'm pretty sure many of you are going to be like, oh my god, another person who talks about it. It's getting so annoying. But like, this whole climate change situation, people, we are dying, we are killing the earth, therefore we're dying. We are so selfish. We just want and want and want, and we don't give back. I decided to participate on it like maybe half a year ago, and it all started with the plastic straws, and then it went on to bigger things like water bottles and the way that you consume stuff and stuff like that. And I've changed a few things about how I go about my life, and I want to share that with you guys. I want to share the recipes, I want to share the ups and downs and the fails and the success. I'm not gonna call it zero waste, because I'm not zero waste. I create still a lot of waste, and I'm just glad that I've been cutting it little by little. People who are within this movement like have this saying where it's like, we don't need people doing zero waste perfectly, we just need everyone doing it imperfectly. And that's so true, because even if you're not doing it perfectly. Let's say, for example, like if you're someone who buys coffee every single day and you started using your reusable cup, but you forget it twice for that week, that's still 5 less coffee cups that you're using, and that's creating an impact. I want to share that with you. Like I said, I want to share recipes, DIYs that are zero waste. Honestly, like they're zero waste, and if not, they're low waste. And I'm very excited because it's something that has been taking over my life. And my mom's like, every time I talk about it, she's like, otra vez ahí vas. And I'm like, yes, you know, you're living in this earth still, you know, so it's still gonna be a constant thing. On my eyes, no, I'm gonna go more natural with my face and just let my eyes pop. I look like a reindeer. There's things that I don't know myself, but I'm still researching. Like, I'm not gonna tell you to do this and for you to blindly do it. Yes, it's a straw cleaner. I find that very interesting how you can like easily save money by swapping some of your items that you have at home and help the earth, and you know, all in one. It's pretty crazy. So I will be like linking down below articles that are like, you know, on point, so you can like do your research, because I want to create awareness, but I want you to want to be curious enough to actually go on your own and discover yourself, you know, because if I give out all the information in one video, it's just gonna be too much for people. It's sometimes too much for me. You know, want to balance it with like fun DIYs and like easy DIYs and simple swaps that you can do and alternatives and stuff like that, but with linked information and stuff like that. And as a consumer, you can like, you know, start making these changes little by little. You are going to be following me through my low waste journey, which has been rough lately. At one point, whether it's in 2 years, 3 years, like I want to start making my own little like natural makeup, and just, you know, not commercial like big makeup brands kind of thing. Okay, another thing, this didn't come out right, so excuse the mocos. I swear I'm like so stuffy. Just wanted to say that I'm no longer buying makeup at all. Honestly, like I haven't bought makeup in a very long time, not for me at least. So it's really difficult because it's like, you know, like I have like, you know, makeup videos, and that's how I started, and I'm still interested in that, but it's like you're gonna see me more instead now. Sometimes I'm like, what? Now you're gonna see me instead reuse my palettes more often, reuse my lipsticks more often, my brushes, no longer buying anything new, because I do want to, like I said, I do want to get to a point where I only use my essentials, and I know my essentials by now. Like I know that I'm only going to use like a brand eyeshadow, and I can have like 4 lipsticks that I will use within that year, you know, and stuff like that. And I think just being aware of what you need and what you don't need will have a big impact on you. And stop just buying impulsively because it's like you don't really need it and you're just gonna have it there just so it can look pretty, you know. But I will still be like creating makeup videos that I think can resonate with so many of you, because many of us don't have enough money to buy like 20 palettes, you know. and we reuse our palettes every single day, and I think it's a good concept, you know. But yeah, if this fails, well, too bad. But if it doesn't, let me try it out, you know. I'm gonna try it out and see how it goes, and if I don't get bored so easily with just using the same palettes every single day, every single time I film. I'm afraid that many people will think it's so boring that it's like I'm no longer gonna watch that, and it's just like, bear with me. I'm trying to get rid of all my makeup collection, and I just don't want to throw it away, you know. And it's already, everything has pretty much been used to the point where I can't like donate or anything like that. But yeah. I don't think I put them out right, but grab a really flat brush, put it on the tip, and then just I'm gonna put some at the bottom, at the top, and just because I don't want to add any black to it. I'm gonna add this dark color to it, but that's pretty much the darkest I'm gonna go, because you gotta be careful. Almost finished. Oh, that's so pretty. Just gonna add some nude balm. I hope you join me for this ride, whether it's gonna crash and burn or be really successful with it connecting to people and stuff like that. Is this too nude or is it just perfect? I think it's okay. I spent 20 minutes trying to figure out this whole lipstick situation. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me. I'm not really good at doing my makeup and talking at the same time, so it got really hard at the very end. Thank you for watching all the way until the end. I appreciate you all. I hope you found this whole like me talking interesting. If you want me to do more videos like this, please say so. Anyways, guys, I love you. Take care of yourself, take care of this earth, because there's only one. Okay, quickly, I'm sorry if you hear a lot of people downstairs, but I just wanted to say really quickly, Happy New Year's. You know, I hope this new year and decade treats you very well, and it gives you all the love, all the great memories that you deserve. I hope you get everything you wished for, and I hope you spend the holidays with your loved ones. And yeah, all the love from here and all the good vibes. Honestly, take care, and I love you guys.